What are we doing today? Another stab at latte art. Hey, it's Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and I know you guys are always saying, Gail, you gotta up your game when it comes to your latte art, and I agree. I'm the first to say, clouds, garlic, all that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna try to up my game. So Gary from Coffeefusion reached out to me and said, hey, I think I can help you out. And he has a YouTube channel called Coffeefusion. Check it out, he's really good at latte art. Say hi, Gary.
Hi Gail, it's Gary here from Coffeefusion in Perth, Western Australia. Let me just start by saying thank you for the Seattle Coffee Gear videos over the years. I actually watched your video tutorial on the Giotto Evolution, and that's what made me buy my machine, and it's because of that I can pour some pretty good latte art. So let's have a bit of a look at your latte art to begin with, and we will critique it a little bit and see if we can't improve it just a little bit.
Go to his channel, check it out, and you'll see he's really good. And I'm gonna today make an attempt at a heart, and then Gary's gonna give me some tips and tricks about how I can improve it. So it's gonna be a journey, back and forth a little bit here, and hopefully I will get a little bit better. My contention is I can do it, I just choose not to put the time into it. Right. All right, so come join me. Let's do a heart, and join me with the heart and heartfelt heart, and Gary's gonna give me some tips on it. Okay, Gary, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do the shot first so I can really concentrate on my milk. So I don't have to be thinking about what level the shot's at. Is it going too far, not far enough? We already did a flush. I mean, we're not going for flavor as much as we're going for technique. Okay, let's get into the milk. Looks like too much foam, but I don't know, maybe I had too much milk in the pitcher too. I don't know. Get that in there, wipe this off. Now, ooh, yeah, it looks like too much foam. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know what they do in the championships, they go like that to get rid of some of it. So I'm just doing my best. Whoop, whoop. Well, it's kind of a heart. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. It's not a cloud or a garlic. So Gary, give me some tips. Let me know what to do to make this a little bit better.
Okay, it's a nice pour, but we can certainly do a few little things just to improve it a little bit. Let's just have a look at the video again. First thing I'm going to recommend for you, when you're extracting your shot, if you can extract it straight into the cup, that's going to make it a little bit easier with the crema when it comes to pouring your pattern. Now the next one, you picked up on yourself when you said that you thought that you textured a little bit too much air into it, and you are right. When it comes to latte art, if you just start with your cold milk at the bottom of the spout, and if you just aim to add about 1 centimetre, which is a little bit under a ½ inch of air to it, so when you look at the jug when you're finished, it should be about 1 centimetre above that indent line. I did see that you poured off a little bit of the foam before you started your pour, and you can do that, but it is easier if you just texture the milk a little bit less when you are steaming your milk. Okay, so now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Your pour style is actually pretty good, and there's actually just a couple of little things that will help improve the symmetry of your heart. Let's break it down a bit. Now you did a good job of setting the crema, Gail, but you can just pour over any white patches that you have, and that'll sink that white below the crema so that you have a nice even canvas when it comes time to pouring your latte art. One thing I can recommend when it's time to pouring your heart is if you pour with your cup on a little bit of an angle, that means that you can get the tip of your jug closer to the crema and it will make it easier to pour your pattern. And when it comes time to pouring that nice symmetrical heart, the only thing you need to change is to make sure that your jug is pointing in the direction that you want the heart to end up. So if you look at yours, it looks like you're pointing off in a bit of a skew-if direction. Make sure you're pointing nice and straight to the bottom of the cup. And when you pull through, just keep following that line all the way through. You'll see again, you kind of poured in this direction, and then when you pulled through in the straight direction, and that's why your heart looks a little bit crooked. So with all of those tips in mind, have a look at this pour here, and it will give you a good example of pouring a latte art heart. Okay, Gail, it's back to you now. Let's see how you can pour with a few little latte art tips.
Hey Gary, I've been practicing after you sent over the tips that you sent to me, and the tips were fabulous. They made all the difference in the world. The other thing that we did was, well, gallon of milk, 5 pounds of coffee, R60V, and the Fausto grinder have been humming steady. The other thing we did was I took and I had somebody with my phone record my practicing, and so we would review it, critique it, go back to it and say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? And so I got some pretty decent hearts. I'm gonna make one for you. You let me know what you think of it. Hope it's decent. I hope it's good. Hope that's not too much foam. Done. Make it work, right? Geez, I hope I can get this right, because I have been practicing a lot. Oops. Not bad. Not bad. Does that look like a heart, Gary? What do you think? Is that a little love there? Let me know. I'm anxious to hear. Thanks a lot for your tips.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see another latte art collaboration, I'm happy to do them. Maybe you can write in the comments below which latte art you'd like to see next. In the meantime, I have my own YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/coffeefusion. So if you want to check that out, you can. But for now, have a good one. Catch ya.